Good Lord, what is our project today? Here's the washer and dryer. I finally got them loaded up and stored here in the garage until I can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. We finally got that installed. Let me just take you up there. This wasn't really supposed to be part of the video, but we'll just show you what it looks like. I've got to do some stuff up here later. But see, here they are, right here. And I still have to put the bifold doors back on there, but see, it gives us a lot of extra room over here where the dryer used to be. I'll probably have to build a false front on the front of this, maybe to protect that, or leave it there. I'm probably gonna put some shelves in there or something like that. We thought we would do the stackable washer and dryer, and it fit right on in there. And Mommy wanted a pan underneath it. We're up on the second floor. She wanted the pan underneath it. She always likes to put a pan underneath her washer and dryer. Now lots of people don't do that, but she wanted to do that, so okay, whatever. Just in case it ever leaks, I mean, you can catch it. You can catch it ahead of time. And I got my construction worker. She kind of watches me sometimes, and she tells me what to do and that kind of stuff. But today our project is I've got to paint this door. I've got to paint this door in the condo, and all the other doors I got all painted and stuff. But when I did that, I decided to leave the garage door unpainted and the door frame unpainted until we got all done and got moved in here. It was difficult at the time to put everything in there. Then I wouldn't have been able to lock up the doors at night, and I wanted it to cure a little bit longer and all that kind of stuff. And so we left it on there, and so now we've been in here for several months, and now it's time to paint this. And when I do that, look at this. I had a little run on this door that I missed, and it looks like it's a little bit light right on in here, discoloration. And I was also seeing that this panel right here didn't come out as good as I wanted. I think I'm going to repaint this whole edge of the door all the way around, which means I've got to take it off. I'm going to put it in the garage, take the door handle off, take the hinges off. Same thing I got to do here. I've got to take the door handle off, the deadbolt, all the hinges, the weather stripping around here, all that kind of good stuff. And that's going to be my project today. So if you want to see me do that, stick around. Now, some people decide, hey, why don't you just paint the door in place? And I was thinking about doing that, but then it's hard to get the paint around the hinges and around the door frame here and all that kind of stuff, and clean up all the stuff down inside of here and all that kind of good stuff. And plus, I'm going to be changing out the hinges and stuff like that. Even if you weren't going to change out the hinges to a different color, I would still suggest doing it the way I'm going to do it. Take everything off the door. I've even got to take the door bottom shoe off. You know, this is going to take me a while just for the prep. I should have done some of the prep work yesterday, but I was running around trying to find new hinges, because these are 4-inch hinges. These are 4-inch hinges instead of the 3.5s. I had 3.5s throughout the entire condo. This was the only door that had 4-inch hinges. And you see, it's got the big curve around there. So I had to go to the store to try to find those. And I found them yesterday. And on this particular door, because it's going out into the garage, it's got self-closing, spring-loaded, activating hinges. Now I got one here on the top, nothing in the middle, and one here on the bottom. Spring-loaded hinges, okay? So I'm going to take those off, and I wanted to get spring-loaded hinges to put back on there. It's really, by code, you're supposed to do that, okay? Even if you think, nobody's ever going to know, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. Well, if you ever have a fire, I'm just going to put the regular hinges. I don't care. These cost like almost 20 bucks a piece, and then you got adjustment, all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put regular hinges. If you're the one saying that, don't do it. Please don't do that. Here's the reason why. This is a 20-minute fire-rated door, and the door jamb is fire rated. And the point being, in everything in the garage where they sheetrock, they're supposed to use 5/8 sheetrock. And so instead of 1/2 inch, most times everything inside a condo is 1/2 inch, other than ceilings. A lot of times the ceilings are 5/8, and then 1/2 inch on the walls, depending on the ceiling joist layouts and all that kind of stuff. You don't want to install 1/2 inch sheetrock up here. If your ceiling joists are every 2 feet, you'll have dips in your ceiling after you get your sheetrock done. Trust me on that. Okay, and so everything in here is it's 5/8 sheetrock, and the point being, if you have a fire, if you get a fire inside your garage, let's say somehow something catches on fire, this is a fire break between here and the condo. So then hopefully it gives you a chance to evacuate out of the condo, out of the front door if the fire's in here. And see, most doors here are they're solid core doors, and they're rated. See this here? This is 20 minute rated. Okay, listed fire door. Now look on the door jamb. Right here, listed fire door frame. 20 minute rated. 1 hour rated wall. You have to put 20 minute rated doors and frames. And even though this door jamb is wood, it's rated. And you know, if you get one at the store and you're installing brand new, and you're going from your house to the garage, make sure you got a rated one. And see, the label is metal, and it's stapled up on there, and so is the one on the door. So when I paint this, I'm gonna have to paint around that. I may just paint over it and then wipe the paint off or something. Or I could take this off, paint, and then put it back on. I could do that too. Okay, if you don't see the label there, sometimes they got the label on top of the door. Okay, but anyways, I've got to take all that stuff off, and I'm gonna set the door in here, and we're still in summer, and so the door will have plenty of time to dry today. And the first thing I want to do is get the door ready and prepped and all that kind of stuff for painting, because then I got to paint this little strip all the way around here, and I'll do that with the paintbrush, and I'll do the rest of it a different way. And hey, these doors are going to come out looking good. You know, I did all of these interior doors the same way as I'm going to do this outside door, and you'll be surprised and kind of I don't know if you'll be impressed or not, but hey, if I'm just showing you, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, I've already made videos of painting the interior doors, but you want to take the time to see how I'm going to do this particular door. Hey, that's why I'm making this video. And see, when I get done with this, I'm going to be changing the deadbolt out and the door handle at the bottom, and I've already got that stuff. Mommy wanted all nickel finished inside the condo, the hinges, the door handles, the strike plates, all that kind of stuff. So I've already got that set. I think I've got the new ones already pre-keyed for the. Actually, no, I don't think I do. Initially, when we moved into this condo, we had all of the locks rekeyed, and I took them down to a locksmith because it's cheaper to do that than have somebody come out here to your house and do it. I took all that, rekeyed everything, and then I got the new locks. I don't think I keyed those, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that just yet. But in any case, I've got to get this stuff set up. I'm going to set up this door inside the garage. I'll probably set it up here against this wall. And I've got some craft paper, some other building paper here. I've got some craft paper behind there, some pink paper, and I might end up using that. I don't, you know, I'm probably going to save this for something else. I may not want to get any paint on there. And I remember stacking it back up in there, and I got all my paint stuff since we moved in here. You know, hey, when you're moving into a little condo, you've got to take advantage of all your space. Look at this. I've got my paint cans. I put all that stuff back there. Now I've got to dig that stuff out and get all my stuff ready and get going. And eventually, I'll show you later, I'm going to put some shelves in here, you know, like pantry shelves, because the only pantry area we got in this condo is this little is this little closet here. That's it. That's all we got for pantry. Okay, and I'm gonna mimic the shelves kind of like that inside that closet right there. You know, we got a few other places to put food in here, but not very many places. We don't have everything all set up in here, just yet. But you know, it's gonna do really good to get some shelves in here, and I'll talk about that another time. But you know, this is another door that I'm gonna have to get ready. But the first and foremost door I want to work on is this one. So I've got to get with it and start taking the handles off, the door bottom shoe off, and all that stuff. And see, when I get ready to take this door off, this one's going to be kind of tricky because it's an 1 3/4 door. It's solid core and it's pretty awkward and bulky to handle on my own, but I'll be able to do it. And I'm going to have to be careful now, knowing that this is a brand new vinyl planking floor, so I don't want to get it scratched or anything. I don't want to take the door off right now and have it come down and have the door bottom slide around and scratch the floor. So I'm going to take that off first. And see these self-closing spring-loaded adjustable hinges. I can't just pop a pin out and take half of it off. So this thing, I've got to have that fold over or on the door, whichever way I do it. And so, see, the only hinge that I have with a hinge pin is the middle one. And so I'm going to take the bottom one off and the top one off, have them fold over, and then this whole door is going to be just kind of floppy here. So I'll have to put something underneath here to pop the last hinge pin off. And when I get ready to put it back on, that's how I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to put this one hinge on first, and then pop this on there. And then I'll be able to flop this over and screw it on. Okay, the top and the bottom one. That's how I'll do that. Okay, all right, time's a wasting. I got to get going. It's already about 9 o'clock. I want to, before I start working too far, once I get this door down and I've got to get paint on it, because the longer I have paint on here before I reinstall the door, the better. So I'm going to set it out here. I'm going to leave it out here all day long. Okay, I'm not going to put it back up until later, early evening probably, because I don't want to get my hands on here and have the paint not be dry all the way. I'm going to probably have to put 2 coats on here in certain areas, you know, anyway. So I'll have to go through it one time, get all the spots where I've already sanded this all the way down to the wood in certain areas, because it had dips and doodles on here from before. It's always good to prep these doors really good before you get them painted. Okay, and I'll get all that stuff done first, because I don't think I'm going to leave this door off the hinges tonight. I think I want to put it back on, but that remains to be seen. I might decide just to leave the door propped up out here. We've got a cat in here, as you saw, and she kind of keeps me pretty much on my toes. We leave this open, hey, the cat's going to be walking in and out of here all night long. But I guess that would be okay if that was the worst thing that ever happened, you know. Okay, so one step at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you paint a door like this? One step at a time. And see, I never even told you about the door frame. I got to paint this whole door frame too, but I'll do that while this door is drying with paint. And when I painted all the walls in here and stuff, I went the extra effort. I thought, okay, I'm going to be painting this. I'm going to be painting this later, but I wanted to not have to cut this edge in again. So when I painted this initially, I painted over to in here. So I should only have to go to this edge. I shouldn't have to cut it in, as I recall. Okay, and you know, I see a spot down there. I may have to cut that. I may have to fix that. It got a little gray paint right here on the edge of the door frame. So I'll have to clean that up, put masking tape down on the floor and all that kind of stuff, and get these painted. Okay, get that door jamb painted, and you know, it doesn't really look that bad, but these I have not, this door jamb I have not painted yet, and then I'll fix this door too. And you'll see all that coming up. Keep watching. I don't know how many episodes or parts this is going to be. I'll have all this stuff on my channel for the condo renovations episode, whatever, part whatever. And so step by step, you'll know how it's done.